Hello guys, this is Danny at Partay. So today we're going to talk about ultra short throw or UST projectors and how they operate differently from a standard projector. I've had a lot of folks that have reached out to me as of recent wanting to talk about screens for their ultra short throw. Just sort of bides with my feeling that you've got a breed of folks that are really getting into the ultra short throw market. Primarily because one, they're very nice projectors, very compact, fit lifestyle a little easier for those people who don't understand the cabling and don't want to have to run cable through their ceiling or underneath their house or however it may be, right? These are very close proximity to the screen, so you can put them on a counter, you can put them on an entertainment center or something of that sort, and the cabling is very, very easy because you're closer generally to your gaming and your streaming devices. So what makes them different? Okay, so you got two things going on with ultra short throws. Now this is my Xiaomi Mi TV. It's rated at 5,000 lumens. Now I've used, and I don't have it in here right now, but I've used my standard long throw. It's an Optima HD 143X, not a very expensive projector, in comparison to a lot of the newer projectors out there. I think it was about $480. But anyway, 13 and a half feet back to the screen, 3,000 lumens, 5,000 lumens. The 3,000 lumen projector in many cases is brighter on this screen than the 5,000 lumen Xiaomi. And there's a reason for that. Two reasons, actually. So let's talk about what those are. The first is, on a standard long throw, you have a very narrow beam angle. Think of it as the difference between a spotlight and just a generic floodlight, right? So a projector's beam angle is somewhere between the 30, I've seen some that are like 60 degrees, but most are going to be in the 26 to 40 degree range. What that means is that you have a very tight beam of light that's coming out, and as it goes further in distance, it can get larger and larger and larger, and you can zoom it out, right? But the light is very compressed compared to the light coming from an ultra short throw. Its beam angle can run anywhere from about 120 to about 155. And those beam angles make a big difference. The more you spread out a beam angle, the less concentration of light that you're getting across a whole surface. That's why these screens or these projectors need to be so bright, because instead of losing brightness over feet, you're losing brightness over inches. And I'll give you a direct example of that. To compound the problem, there are individuals out there. I just watched a video from one this morning. Two videos, and I'm just going to say two videos. The first video was with a long throw on a very large screen, I think about a 147-inch screen. And even on the 147-inch screen, the image that was utilized was compressed. It didn't take up the whole screen by no means. I don't know why you have a big screen and then show a compressed image. But that being the case, the video following that was an ultra short throw video. And instead of using the big screen, he puts a small screen directly in front of it, a small, like little 55-inch screen in front of it, and then uses that with the short throw, or the ultra short throw, excuse me. Here's why. I'm just going to show you. This is not me talking. I don't want you to just take my word for it. Those of you guys who own ultra short throws, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But the individual in those videos made the statement, it's the first true statement I've heard in quite some time, that he didn't understand why people were having problems with their ultra short throw and their viewing cone. I do. Because we work with these so much, you start to understand you do not optimize screens for ultra short throws the same way that you do for standard short or long throws. I've got this black Diamante panel that I used in a couple of videos over the past couple of days. I'm going to show you this. The Xiaomi is setting directly about 13 inches down from the surface and about 9 inches away. I'm going to go about 4 inches, and look how nice that looks. Very nice image, right? So if I use a smaller panel and put it real close to the ultra short throw, looks amazing. But that's not a full-size image. So if I want to pull that back to 100 inch, and let's pull it back to the screen, now look at the difference. Okay? That's what you can expect when folks are pulling those kind of displays. I'm going to show you real quick again. About 4 inches from, and as soon as you move back an additional 5 inches, look how dim it gets. That's because this is optimized for long throw. We would optimize for ultra short throw projectors very differently. You can see this is a mid-gray screen, so it's just middle of the road gray, not a dark screen whatsoever. And I've got light on in here. I've got some window coming, or some window light, but not a lot coming through. But you still have a very, very bright image in this room from that projector, partially because the projector is a nice projector, but more importantly, the screen has been optimized to handle the level of reflectivity, or the angle of reflectivity, of an ultra short throw. Now that's the second component, and that's the part that I've talked about for quite some time. In a long throw or short throw scenario, what happens is you get your source light, and then the reflective light is directly opposite the angle of your source light, right? With ultra short throws, you're not going to have that. For one, the beam is so wide to cover that size distance from such a short distance from the screen. On top of that, the way that it hits your light, all this light's coming to the side, it's hitting, and then it's going that way. All this light's hitting here and going straight up. So you don't get that return. And I've said before, the only way you're going to get that kind of return from an ultra short throw is if you use a sawtooth type screen. Now, our screens help you avoid having to spend the money that you would spend on a sawtooth type screen, because the better ones that I've seen are generally going to be in about the $700 range starting, and they go up from there. But that's still a lot of money to spend on a screen. There's ways that you can get that same effect for less than $200. So this is just to say, and this is not really for positioning for sales tactics. What I want you guys to understand is be careful that the person that you're listening to out there fully understands the projection technology, okay? Because the biggest component of projection is not going to be your screen. The biggest component of your projection is what projector that you're going to use. That's the reason people say get your projector first, then determine the type of screen that's going to be best suited for your environment and your projector, because it is a marrying of the right projector with the right screen that's going to get you satisfied. So hope that helps. You guys beware out there and have a good day. Take care. Bye.